so who'd like to start sharing on why you are here today?
Well, our daughter has been very disrespectful and acting out. She'll talk back and slam doors and scream in our household, which we don't allow.
Yeah, I'm concerned about our daughter too. We used to be so close, and since she started high school, I think she's been more angry and just needs more love from us right now.
And Tony, why do you think you're here today?
Because they treat me like I'm a baby. They're so annoying. I'm in high school now, and they don't give me any freedom.
Well, maybe if you weren't acting out and slamming doors all the time, Tony, we wouldn't be grounding you. See how she rolls her eyes? So disrespectful.
Tony, how do you think that they're taking your freedom away from you?
They ground me all the time. They take away my phone, so I can't even talk to my friends. I can't get on Snapchat. I can't get on Twitter. And I can't go out on the weekends because my dad is always busy grounding me. I can't even go out past 9 on the weekends. And my mom's always prying into all my personal business.
Tony, we're both doing these things just because we love you. Your dad cares and is concerned, and I pry because I love you and want to be close to you again.
Yes, we place these restrictions on you, Tony, because we're concerned with your behavior and it's not like you to be acting this way.
It sounds like you all care and want the best for each other. I'd like to get a better perspective on how Mom and Dad you're handling your concerns with Tony's current behavior. So let's start with Mom. What exact behaviors or situations do you think are causing your concerns?
I think my main concerns are when Tony talks back to me after I simply will ask her about her day or what's going on in her life. That really hurts me.
And why do you believe Tony's talking back to you?
I think she's feeling distanced since she just started high school. It's a more independent atmosphere, and I think she doesn't know how to ask for more attention from us.
What do you do when Tony acts that way?
I usually try to give her more attention, take her out, like maybe go shopping. I think it makes her happy. If I can get her a new purse or a new outfit, I think she'll feel better and we'll feel closer like we used to be.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing. I see how important it is for you to be close and wanting to please your daughter. We'll come back to it. I also want to get Dad's perspective. So, Dad, same question to you. What behaviors upset you the most?
When she slams the doors and talks back to her mother and I, she knows that we don't allow that, and she's been doing that a lot lately.
Okay, and why do you believe Tony's acting this way?
I think she's doing it to be disrespectful, and it's happened ever since she started high school. When she'll come home, we'll ask one simple question like, how was your day, or what have you learned in school, and that's when she has an attitude and freaks out and goes in rage and then goes to her room.
And how do you handle these situations with Tony?
Well, I feel like in that case I have to ground her and take her cell phone away so she knows it's not okay to be disrespectful to her mother and I. We used to be a close family, you see, and that's why her mother and I are confused on why this is even happening.
All right, well, thank you both for letting me see your guys' perspectives. Do we know if these behaviors are happening in school also?
We haven't really thought to reach out to her teachers since we don't hear from school as much now that she's in high school and they don't reach out to parents as much. But we have seen her report cards and her grades aren't as good as they used to be.
Yeah, she actually used to get A's and B's in school and would actually come to us for help if she needed it, but she doesn't do that anymore.
Well, lastly, I'd like to ask you, Tony, why do you think you've been acting out more?
Because I'm not a baby anymore. I just want some freedom and independence.
Well, that makes complete sense. You're in the teen years now, and it's completely normal in this phase of life that you want to learn how to be more independent, and you're growing up and getting closer to leaving your family.
See, she gets it. Why can't you guys?
Well, maybe there is some miscommunication on each person's perspective. So when you're explaining that you were showing your independence, how does your mom react?
My mom wants to know every single detail of my life so she can control it. She wants to know exactly who my friends are, what happens in school, who my boyfriend is.
Wait, you have a boyfriend?
Well, I would like Tony to go ahead and finish on her perspectives. What else do you think?
My dad is so old-fashioned, and he yells at me when I'm trying to express myself, and then he just sends me to my room. When I'm at school all day, the adults leave me alone, and then when I get home, they're all over me.
Well, I'm glad you actually brought up school because I think it's since Mom and Dad, you mentioned her grades are dropping. Tony, tell me more about school.
High school is a lot harder, and they don't get it. But I have a lot of friends, and my teachers are pretty cool.
Okay, well, if your interactions at school is good, but and your grades sound like they're suffering, there's a more successful way to approaching Tony's needs at school than at home. How do each of you feel about speaking to the school and signing a written release form for me to work collaboratively with her teachers?
I actually think that sounds really good. I'm open to hearing all sides so we can best help our daughter.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right, great. Well, to wrap up the session, I want to make sure I'm understanding everyone's perspectives. Mom and Dad, do we agree that Tony is just trying to find her independence, and which is completely normal and okay for a girl her age?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I can see that.
Alright. And Tony, your reaction to expressing your wants and needs can appear hurtful towards your parents. Is that your intent?
No, I just want them to trust me and give me my space.
Well, Mom and Dad, you also have different ways of handling Tony. Mom, you give things to her, while Dad, you're taking away things from her. Tony, how does the inconsistency make you feel?
It's really confusing. I don't know what they want from me.
Well, are we on the same page that Tony is confused on her expectations toward you two?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense now.
I can see that.
So, does everyone feel that there's a better understanding of everyone's perspective?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It sounds like Mom and Dad, you want to handle Tony becoming more responsible as she becomes a more independent teenager. And we'll continue to move forward on how to rebuild your family's relationship and how to communicate in a healthier way. So thank you all for coming in today.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
What happened?
I was wondering if that happened.
I noticed you
I'm
guys
gonna be
looked
really
and I tried
mad.
not to look.
Was
Well,
it
I missed